Hey folks, it's Paul. I have something to show you that I hope you might find a little bit exciting and very useful. You may have noticed already, when you go to a page now in your Canvas course, if you look up at the top, next to the edit button, there's this Immersive Reader button. I just discovered this and started to research what it does, why it exists, etc. And I've placed it as an option in our Canvas pages. And you know, I'm curious to know what everyone thinks about having this this possibility for students. Okay, so we're looking at a Canvas page that I created. This was for a course for teachers who are new to the campus, but just imagine you're at a page that you've created in your course. Okay, so your students are looking at this and then they go, okay, what's this Immersive Reader button? Okay, when you click it, the text on the page all of a sudden is much larger and it's spaced out more in between the letters and words. Okay, big deal, right? All right, let's look at some options. Text preferences. We can change the size, bigger or smaller. Okay. We can increase the spacing or decrease it back to normal. Okay. We can change the font to 3 different options. We can change the theme, the background color. Okay. Now, let's look at some other options. This is particularly useful for our adult ed programs. You can label the parts of speech by color and by superscript above the word. So if I say, yes, I want to be able to show nouns, now they're all coded. I can do it with verbs and adjectives and adverbs as well. So I can say, no, I'm not ready to do adjectives, right? And then I can show labels above them with these superscripts above the words. Okay, but let's say I'm at the college and I'm not teaching about grammar, so I'm not interested in that. Okay, that's fine. Reading preferences. I can, as a reader, as a student, I can say I just want to look at one line at a time, and that way I'm able to focus on just it's like having a piece of paper on a book that you slide down, so you're not being confused by all the text on the page, and you can just go one line at a time. You can say, all right, I just want to see 3 lines at a time, or you can just turn it off. Okay, so let's say I go one line at a time. You can see there's this translate button as well. I chose Spanish Mexico. There's other options, of course. There's where did it go? Spanish Latin America, Spanish Spain, Spanish Mexico, etc. Okay, so now I'm going to close that and let's push play.
Introduction. We're all learners here. We educators often say we want our students to be lifelong learners.
Okay, let's say I don't like that guy's voice. He's just grates on my nerves. I want female, and he sounded a little too slow. He sounded like he'd had too much to drink. So I'm going to speed him up a little bit, and you can see this goes up to 1 now. So this will be at normal speed.
Learners. In the profession or industry of your program, will your students thrive if they are lifelong learners? Teachers get to be...
Okay, so again, I can hit these options here, male or female, and I can speed it up or slow it down. Okay, now if I didn't catch something, I can go back up here and play that line again.
Industry of your program. What?
Pretty neat stuff, guys. A lot of your programs have very intense vocabulary demands. There's so many highly specific terms that are unique to your program, and they're 3 syllables, 4 syllables, 5 syllable terms that can get very overwhelming for your students, and this might help them out. So if you're interested in learning more, reach out to me. You know how to find me. All right. Cheers.